In this video, I'm going to be going over some tips and tricks to help you out in DMZ, whether you are a solo player or you're going in with a squad. If you haven't already, check out my first DMZ tips video, but without further ado, let's get straight into it. Before entering and attempting a stronghold, check around the buildings for windows to peek. Most strongholds have full rooms of guys that you can easily take down before entering, making the stronghold easier and faster to clear. This will aid in a faction mission that comes later on called Fast and Strong, where you have to clear 3 strongholds in under 15 seconds. If you go around the building, shoot through the windows and kill the AI before opening the door, there's going to be less AI for you to kill, thus you will clear the stronghold a lot faster. If there is a weapon you haven't unlocked yet, you can easily do so and fast. Any weapon your friend has unlocked, they can drop it and let you exfil with it. In doing so, you will unlock it without doing any challenge requirements. This works both ways and with any weapon across the board for any Modern Warfare mode. For instance, if you want the TAC-56, have someone who has it drop it and then exfil with it in any weapon slot to automatically unlock that weapon. Later on through the faction tiers, there are some missions that require you to exfil with specific amount of lethals or tacticals. These numbers can be insane, ranging upwards to 20-30 items. The best way to achieve this is by going in with that specific lethal, stowing it, dropping a munitions box, and repeating this step. You can easily exfil with nearly all required items in one run. While exfilling, park a vehicle at the rear of the heli. This can help prevent teams from pushing you and will give you that extra time to regroup whether you're solo or with a team and defend yourselves. This way, the enemy team will either have to get into the vehicle, move the vehicle, or go through the 2 side doors of the heli, and that way you only have 2 points of entry to defend. In most cases, once everyone's on the heli, you have 4 seconds to escape, and with the car being there, this is plenty of time for you to escape without them moving it. In my last video, I showcased many places that are fantastic for looting, and we have another one here for you. Some fantastic buildings to loot and look out for are these square buildings with the openings in the center. These are depots. Not only will you find great gear, guns, kill streaks, self-revives, but the money you can obtain from these locations is great as well. Now, some of you guys may know about these already. There are 5 locations on the map for dumpsters called dead drops. These dead drops allow you to place items and cash in them, not only to gain instant XP, but they also reduce your insured weapons cooldown. Here are all 6 locations on the map. You can easily reduce the cooldown in one game after losing your weapon. If you lose your weapon, go into the game, find a dumpster, and dump anything you have in your inventory into these dumpsters. Depending on the item's cost, the amount of money, the cooldown period will go down faster. But this is a very easy and effective way to reduce the cooldown so you don't have to wait an hour plus to get your kitted weapon back. Spawning in with nothing. Now, I know this sounds a little bit weird, but 90% of my games, whether that be solo or with a squad, I usually spawn in with no weapons. Taking a throwing knife is an easy way to kill off a wandering AI in silence for his weapon at the beginning of a match. The reason I think this is a smart way to approach most games is having 3 open weapon slots means you can exfil with 3 new weapons to prepare yourself for harder faction missions down the line. Believe me, you will need all the gear you can get later on. These faction missions can get absurd. As you guys know, the train is a great way to fast track getting loot early on and easily during a game, but never should you stay on the train while it is about to stop at a station. The reason being, the AI are insane, and no matter what you do, they will instantly notice you. Even if you're completely hidden, they will find you and they will beam you down. Sometimes these train stops can have 15 AI around them and they will completely obliterate you. Now, it's not impossible for you to escape, but it does make it difficult, especially when you finally got a bunch of plates and things like that. If you don't have a self-revive and you're solo and you get downed, there goes all that loot you got. So if the train is about to stop, I recommend just jumping off early. You can hightail it around and get back on the train if need be, but get off when the train is about to stop. Some bonus tips for you guys. Use vehicles. I know this sounds super simple. Use vehicles as often as you can. Even though you will appear on the map, traversal and covering ground is very important in DMZ. I recommend using the Hummer. It's fast and virtually silent. Now, most people, they're not looking at their map on the top left constantly, but what happens is when they hear a vehicle coming, then they peek at the map and then they realize your position. The Hummer is a very silent and versatile vehicle, and I do recommend using it, or just vehicles in general. It'll get you around the map and make looting that much more easier. And the most important tip of all, just go out there, have fun, enjoy every second of it. Let me know what you guys are thinking about DMZ down in the comments below, what you would want changed, what you enjoy so far. I appreciate you for checking out the videos. Subscribe to keep up with DMZ gameplays, shenanigans, and overall news regarding DMZ, Warzone, anything COD related. We're on our way to 2,000 subscribers. I'd love to have you in the community. And as always, stay happy, stay hyped, good luck looting, and have a beautiful day.